Hey everybody, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, guys. Hey Bridget, hey Amy, how are you guys doing? Gotta break open my sweet tea here. I'm so excited to be bringing in Cole today. How is everybody's Monday going so far? Personally, I stayed up too late again. I think I stayed up, okay, I don't think. I stayed up till 4 a.m. watching TV with my husband again. So I told him this has just got to stop. This is not a good schedule for me. But I did sleep until 1 on Sunday because it was my first day off. But not really. I still had to take the cats to get their nails done and do my promos for the week. So, yeah, when you are a small business owner, the work day or the work week never actually ends. Hey, Melissa. Hey, everybody. Welcome. So I know, but there were too many good shows that we had last night, and Celebrity Big Brother started, and we didn't even know it. So we had 3 episodes of that, but I only watched 1 so far, and that started at 2 a.m. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Celebrity Big Brother started? We have to at least watch 1 episode, and then we watched Righteous Gemstones, which seemed like it ended a lot sooner than I expected. I guess it was only 30 minutes. I thought it was an hour. So my mind wasn't ready to shut down yet. I'm like, no, that wasn't enough. Thank you, Melissa. I try. I try to have good work. Well, I do have good work ethics. I work and I do my job and I do what needs to be done. I just don't have good discipline with making myself go to sleep. Okay, so you've watched the first one too. Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm excited. I mean, I love Big Brother. I just love it. And Celebrity Big Brother is always fun. Okay, get my necklace straight here. Oh, there we go. Hey, Mike, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Hey, Jade. Good afternoon to all of my viewers who are in a different time zone than me. So yeah, I set my alarm for 9 so I could queue up my audio visual bonuses that I'm bringing in today. And my husband got a phone call at 8:40 a.m. Like, what? Nobody should be calling at that hour. I mean, in my mind, you better not call me before 9 a.m. I mean, I have my phone on silent, but he doesn't do that. And it was SAG-AFTRA or insurance wanting to verify that I don't have insurance through my employer. I'm like, no. And I just called you guys a week and a half ago, like because I thought you might need verification. Oh, well, we didn't need verification a week and a half ago, but we just now sent it out. I'm like, okay, don't call me before 9 a.m., please. Anyway, yeah, it's Monday. Does anybody else have that kind of Monday sometimes? Hi, Beulah. Hey, Daniel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Super excited. Oh, I know. It's always something with insurance. Like you think, okay, I don't know. I just feel like when I was younger, you have all the bases covered and then you can go on with your life. But now it seems like you get all the bases covered and then you turn around and then you've got to do more stuff. It's like never ending. I don't get it. I think it's the whole technology thing. Everything is just more. Everything is more than it used to be. I don't know. But anyway, well, we're going to get started. I'm going to kick things off with some fun moments from some of our ISN live sales this week. And then we're going to bring Cole Eugine in from Kitschy Flower. I'm super excited. So yeah, and then you guys, right after my show, I want you to tune in to Sarah's new talk show over on her channel, The Traveling Button, ISN Real Talk. It's going to be so fun. And there are so many fun guests on her show today. We have Allison from Skeleton Keys in the Closet, Nate from My Vintages 1976, and Nicole from This and That Vintage. And I can't wait to see what they're all going to talk about. So be sure to jump over there when we wrap things up here. Hi, Larry. Hi, Janice. And then, of course, Vintage Rescue Squad tonight. I think it's on Misty's channel this week. So we're trying to make Mondays just super fun. And hope you guys kick it off right. And then we've got a little spam bot here. So let's see, let's block that user. There we go. Goodbye. All right. So I'm going to pull up a couple of fun moments because we all need to laugh, right? If you guys are not watching ISN live sales, you are missing out on so much fun. Like, it's not just about buying. It's not just about selling. It is an event. It is like going to a party with a bunch of friends and laughing your ASS's off. So here's an example of some of the fun here. Weird Valentine.
Like, I don't even know where his eyes go, but then it's a little.
Oh dang, girl! It's like possessed.
It's very.
Oh, look at him! Look at that rabbit, all crazy. I'm looking at the rabbit crazy.
And your last choice says, "You're caught, my dear. There's no escape." And it's the parrot cage.
Oh my gosh!
You're caught.
I know.
Escape. I feel like this is
There's a lot to think about here.
Or something. I don't know. Why are you in pain?
Why is he? That is so cool, though. Like, legit. That's a weird one.
And then there's this legit chain on the front.
What in the world?
I don't even know.
Poor Cherise said she has to listen on silent and it's torture.
They're keeping this poor little girl locked up. I mean, get the moderator.
I know. Where's the moderator when you need one? Oh my god.
So you see, guys, all kinds of fun is happening over in ISN live sales. So if you need a laugh, we bring it. I mean, whoever came up with the ideas for those weird vintage Valentines, they probably didn't even think they were weird. They just thought they were, I don't know, sweet. Yeah, that's the right kind of Valentine here. I've laughed you up, my Valentine. And then David, that was Marcy from Vintage Bulldog, by the way, and Sarah from the Traveling Button. And then David and Susie had a fun item, and Sarah's laughter can be heard in the background. It's always contagious. I always start laughing when I hear her in the background. So let's check this this strange one out.
And unique, and he's vintage, and the marble, I don't know what kind of marble that is.
It's a lizard.
Okay,
guys,
marble, so it's carved marble.
Hey.
And he's on
His face.
I know. Okay, so I'm going to set him down so you can see he does sit just fine. And there's the lizard part just kind of throws me a bit.
I know.
I'm not going to say anything. But look, he's in his hair. I like how it almost looks like he's supposed to be a pot or something, but he's not. But he loves his lizard. He loves his lizard. So smooth and unique and different. That's a smooth lizard. So
what price?
$22.
19?
20.
Would you say?
19? $22.
$22, guys.
22.
Okay, I think the ancient god and his smooth lizard might still be available. So if anyone is interested, hit up David at Drunk Mantiques. That was Susie from Mid-Century Maven. And like I said, it's always a good time on ISN live sales. The smooth lizard. So anyway, let's bring Cole on. I'm super excited for you guys to get to know him. And Cole, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up. He's backstage waiting. Here we go. Yay!
Hi, everyone.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you for having me on. I'm so excited.
I am too. It looks like you're in your dolly lair.
Pretty much. It's like a constant.
I love it.
Awesome.
I love it. So
Yes.
full of joy and just cuddly goodness.
There you go.
Melissa and Larry and Liz, they're all welcoming you, and Jay.
Hi,
Thank you,
Larry.
guys.
I'm on multiple devices today. I have my iPad as well.
Yes, so you can see all the comments. If you guys have questions for Cole, feel free to type them in. We'll get to as many as we can.
Evidently,
I
I can't
know,
spell,
Cole.
though.
Oh, that's okay. You can you can
Hi,
just
Liz.
answer.
How's it
You
going?
can answer them verbally. I know his hair is always looking great, and
Thank you.
always the best fashion for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, Cole, tell us
Yes.
about yourself. Tell us about your background. Tell us where you're from and all of that interesting information.
Ooh,
Because I
okay.
feel like you're an angel from heaven. You have this angelic,
Aw.
otherworldly vibe.
Oh, well, thank you. That's so kind. Well, let's jump into it. So I actually started off this planet in Russia. I was actually in an orphanage at the beginning of my life. My parents adopted me at 13 months, and then they moved me to Atlanta in the city. And then my mom and I have moved around here and there once my parents divorced. How I got into antiques, vintage, and everything is because both of my parents have owned antique stores. My dad still does. He runs like also an estate sale like company where they go in and pick as well. And then my mom has owned 2 antique stores. And so, I mean, just like always being in vintage growing up, it's definitely like rubbed off on me. So it's kind of been a whole life, collection. I started off really being into troll dolls, but that went to another collection and another. So yes, I think
So I love that.
Am I missing anything?
No, you're doing great.
Okay.
So you had told me that you went to art school.
Yes, I did.
So tell us about art school and what you studied there.
Art school was very, very interesting. I only went to art school officially for like 4 months. I thought I was in love with my high school sweetheart, so I was like, I had the ultimatum of either moving to California with my mom or going to art school and just being like closer to my friend, like core unit and my ex. So I chose that, and then I started in art school. I started in graphic design, thought it was really fun, but I don't know. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and that was the issue. So then I like hopped over to fashion because I obviously love fashion, and that was awesome. And then I got broken up with, and then I was like, I really don't want to be in this like area. So then I went and joined my mom in California. So.
Well, we've all been there. I mean, I
Yeah.
came to California for a man as well. So I always say, yes, I did move here for you, but that is not why I stayed. So
Exactly.
we, hey, they are part of our journey.
Yes.
And it sounded like you got a lot of experience in different aspects of art. So
I did.
It all shows. I mean, it all shows.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm very fortunate, even though I didn't have a long run in art school. It definitely taught me some basics of, what I'm doing now, when I do fun little photo shoots and put things together on the app PixArt. So,
right.
Yeah.
My PixArt friend, because no one else
exactly.
uses it. And I'm like, hey, it rocks.
You are sleeping on it, let me tell you.
Yeah. So, yeah, I tried to go to art school, but I wanted to go to SCAD. You probably have heard of it in Savannah.
Yes, that's actually where my mom went.
Yeah, I wanted to go there, but then I just was so burned out with school when I graduated. I just didn't do it.
Don't blame you.
And then I tried to go to a little independent art school out here that wasn't like a college. It was just like a per class thing. But I don't know. It was just too weird. The whole life drawing thing and the
Oh my
nudes.
gosh,
And
yeah.
I mean, it's not like I'm a prude or anything, but it was just a lot of pressure and weird energy from people were weird.
Yeah.
I tapped out. So
Yeah.
anyway.
I don't blame you.
But so from there you went to California. Tell us about your stay in California.
California was really fun. It was a very like healing time in my life because not long after me getting broken up with, my stepfather actually passed away.
Mm,
So it was just like a really kind of awful, sad time. So to be able to go, somewhere completely different and just like live in the desert. I lived in like the Joshua Tree area and just kind of like, I don't know, just like mourn, but also able to find happiness again. And I mean, that is really kind of when I was like, okay, I'm really loving vintage. I like partly sold vintage online with my friend Parker in high school. Um, but, I never really wanted to take it to a next level. And so I think really living in California and going to all the shops and just seeing other like quirky vintage loving people, that got me into, going on Instagram and seeing the communities, and potentially that's what got me here now. So yes.
right. So Jade is saying she also went to art school for 4 months
Oh my
and
gosh. Hey.
yeah.
Where's the magic number?
Bridget, I knew you were my kind of girl. Bridget loves PixArt too.
Yes.
I think it
That's
says
amazing.
artists that,
Yes.
are in the know with PixArt. It's
Aw.
just so easy to use. I
It
mean, if my
is.
husband can use it, anybody
Yes.
can.
Exactly.
He was making collages with it before the whole background removal feature was a thing.
Oh
And I'm
yeah.
like, how do you like do that on your
See,
tiny
I
little
did that for the longest time until I realized you could just like buy it or buy a subscription and then, you get all these added bonus things. So,
but background removal is new. It used to not be there.
oh, really?
No.
Oh,
It's a newer feature. Before you
okay.
had to erase it all
Okay,
and
gotcha.
draw it out. And I mean, he's not I don't even know. He's a master at it and he does
Yeah,
all
that's
these
amazing.
very eccentric things, which I am so obsessed with eccentricities and people. And that's one reason I was drawn to you with all
Aw,
of your very interesting
thank
content.
you. Thank you.
Because I had been following your page for the past year. I came
Aw,
across it and I'm like, who is this?
aw,
Like this guy is so awesome and so interesting, and your content is so bizarre and wonderful.
thank you.
And
I love that.
I love everyone in this community, but I haven't found anyone quite like you, which
Aw,
in a way is quite like me because I'm very weird in a
yeah.
very strange way that I may not completely show it. But yeah, you are like my vibe totally. So
Aw,
I'm going to bring up some of the content
yes.
that I was drawn to here. So
Oh my gosh, let's see.
I've taken all of the sound out so we don't have any royalties
Yeah,
due to people and all of
perfect.
that. So you can feel free to talk and talk about the
Yes.
content as we
I'm
show it.
excited. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, this
Picnic
is
in the yard with the girlies.
Oh no!
oh no.
Hold on. There we go. I got it.
Okay, so this is kind of, I don't know. This was like a Oh, they're all going at once. Sorry. I have to so this is my TikTok basically. I love to just like go outside and give kind of like fairy core, cottage core vibes with vintage. I love to just do photo shoots. This one is actually just in my closet or one of my tiny closets.
Heads in the closet.
Yes,
The
of
hair
course.
everything is like, yes, please.
Yes. Yes, that was most of that was fake hair, but this is one of my first TikToks. It was a haul I did, one of my favorite finds ever. Um, and that was really kind of, you know, where it starts, that TikTok.
I mean, you guys, if you're not following Cole on TikTok, Kitschy Flowers, the link
Yes.
is here in the video description. It's amazing. Like all the
so
stuff
much.
that he puts out is so fun. So you guys
Oh,
check
thank
it
you.
out. I mean, I needed somebody else who appreciated these weird doll heads like me. So
Yes, I have plenty of them.
I can't tell you how honored I was when you said yes to
Yes,
collaborating. So thank you again so
definitely.
much.
Of course. Thank you.
So I'm gonna bring up some of your collection now for you to
Yes.
talk about. And I know that you are in the midst of moving, so a lot of your collection is packed up.
Yeah, half my collection's at the other house. So,
So we're gonna pull it up on the screen
yes.
and let you share it with us that way. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
let me go back. I'm gonna pause it.
okay. So, actually, oh,
Sorry.
no, you're all
I
good.
muted this. Okay,
I
go ahead.
actually used this photo
Ah!
as
Why is it not pausing? Hold on, guys. Okay. Okay.
all
Go ahead.
right. I actually used this photo as a background for a little Instagram photo I did where I inserted myself into it. But this is just some of my favorite vintage mod Barbies, Barbie cases, other miscellaneous dolls. You can kind of see the one in where the green case is on top. She was actually just in a live sale not too long ago. She found a home with the wonderful Sam. But yeah, I'm just obsessed with anything, you know, very mod, 60s psychedelic, bright colors, fun patterns. And I think the magical thing about fashion dolls is they're like little time capsules. So when you find them and their fashions, I mean, it is just like a little step into time. So
Yes.
yes, I love them.
I love them too. And that little girl in the front.
Oh my gosh,
little-
the evergreen, I believe.
I got 3 of those, I think,
Oh my
recently.
gosh.
Here's one of them. Well, you can't see it because I'm so tiny, but
Yes, they're so cute. Oh, I love that.
aren't they? I need to give her new lashes and maybe I'll do some new hair, but I love
Yes.
them. I love that you like them too.
Yeah, because they're pretty cheap to find,
Mhm.
which is nice for like if you want to customize them, or you know just have a bunch. It's not as some of the vintage fashion Barbies. They can be a pretty penny from that
Right.
time. So yeah.
All right, let's see if I can successfully get us on the next one. Okay, there we go.
All right, so here are my big-eyed children. As you can see, I love anything with big eyes. I'm a big fan of Margaret Keane. If you haven't seen the movie Big Eyes, I'd suggest you check it out. It's on her story and it's wonderful. But yeah, I'm just super obsessed with anything from the 60s. These were the smaller dolls in the front are Susie Sad Eyes. And their bigger cousin supposedly is the Hasbro's Little Miss No Name. I actually have a custom one in my Etsy shop currently. I think. Oh, I
The
guess
one
I'm
that
not
has your
properly pointing,
matching shirt. Yeah,
but she's to the left. I fixed her up. But
right
yeah,
up
I'm
here.
over here. Yes. I'm just obsessed with them because the whole like gimmick on the Little Miss No Name dolls is they were marketed as like orphans and just like sad dolls. And so being a former orphan, I'm just like so drawn to a little blonde like sad doll from the 60s. I mean, they're probably my all-time favorite doll like ever made. So
I love that. I love that.
yeah.
We all need one in our
Oops,
collection for sure.
just dropped
So
it in
the
the back.
tier is something that you customized on them. They don't actually have the tier. Is that?
Yes, they originally do have the tier.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of times they're missing them though,
Oh,
and
okay.
people will sometimes sell like replacement tiers they've made. But yes, they
Nice.
did have the tier.
Aw, I love
Yeah.
that.
So sweet. And here are the Rushton rubber faces. I have a bunch in the back. I'm just obsessed with them. I used to collect them about almost 10 years ago when I was like 15, 16. I had a bunch of them. Then I sold them because I kind of go through phases with collections. I mean, granted, they weren't near as like valuable as they are now back then. But I started actually collecting them again about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Um, they're just wonderful. I did a TikTok toy history on them, and I think last week, which was really, really fun. They are from the 50s and 60s. They're just like everything. They have the most unique faces I have like ever seen.
And you do a lot of restoration and
Yes.
upcycling and face ups.
Yes.
So tell us a little about
Definitely.
that.
Yeah, let me see if do I have a one. Yes.
Well,
So
let me see if
oh,
I can
sorry.
switch this around so that we can
Yes.
get you in the big screen. Here we go. Okay.
Amazing. All right. So I actually found this one on a toy lot on eBay. He was in pretty rough shape. His like whole head was just like open. He usually had like a little swirl of hair on the top of his head made out of rubber, but that was just like chewed off or cut off. I don't know. So we got him fixed up. I had to touch up a little bit of his paint, but he is so sweet. He's a Valentine's Day edition. If you want one of these, actually, one just got posted on eBay, I saw. But they are pretty rare because they weren't, produced very long because the Valentine's Day, just came with the season. So
I love him. He's
yes, he is
amazing.
so sweet. Of course, the Rushton tag made in Atlanta, Georgia, which
I
is
love that. That's
my area.
my
Yeah, and that's
hometown.
partially why I think I find them a lot because I mean I really
I
do.
guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So because I mean I have like toy collector friends in like Australia and like England. I mean they just don't ever come across. So
Right.
I mean I come across one at least once a month, if not more.
That is so
So
lucky.
yes, it definitely is.
Oh, before we go any further, I had Zip the monkey. That was my Rushton when I
Oh, you
was
did? Oh my
growing up. Yeah.
gosh, that's amazing. He's one of my favorites.
He was mine, and I tried to feed him peanut butter, so there was like peanut butter residue
Yeah,
inside his mouth. And my
that's
aunt made him a new
amazing.
hat, and there
Oh,
was a bicycle patch on it on the new hat they made. I don't know.
oh, okay.
I guess Zip and I had a lot of adventures.
Oh my gosh, that's
Whoops,
amazing.
accidentally. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm new to this whole thing. Okay,
Oh,
here we
it's
go.
all good. Oh, and here we have the Dawn dolls. Again, any doll from the like 60s and 70s, I'm obsessed with. Uh, I just did a YouTube video of me unboxing the Dawn's Beauty Parlor. So if you haven't checked it out, it is under my channel, Kitschy Flower. Uh, so yes, I love Dawn dolls. I love how tiny they are. You can have a bunch of them and like not take up too much space, which I love because I love, getting whole collections of, dolls and like I don't know, I love having I don't want to say hoarding them, but like low key. But yeah, I love Dawn dolls and
Collecting
they're
them.
yes, collecting them. Yeah. But yeah, I come across them so much. And again, these are a great option if you want to start collecting. They don't go for very much. I mean, you can even find them in original packaging for, maybe 100 or so. And then just find them out around, 10 or 20 online. So, I mean,
Mhm.
they're definitely a great, like, oh, I want to start collecting dolls. Let me start somewhere.
Yeah, and they're so pretty, and they have lashes, and their
Yes.
fashions are so groovy.
Yes, they are just like they're the most amazing pocket doll, I must say.
Yeah, so if you guys are not following Cole on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to Kitschy
Please.
Flower here on YouTube. The link is in the description. We are trying
Yeah.
to get Cole to his 1,000 subs, so
Yes.
Any help you guys can give us is greatly appreciated.
It is. It is.
All right.
Oh, and here are again trolls. I think I have or I'll show you in a little bit. I love two-headed trolls. They're just honestly, that's probably like top 10 like strangest toy from like the 60s. I mean, they're just one of the a lot of times they would come in like little cowboy outfits, the two-headed
Uh-huh.
trolls, which makes, all of what sense. But anyways, yeah, I loved vintage trolls, especially again from the 60s. I love that they were designed by Thomas Dam. They a lot of times had felt clothing and accessories. And again, just like a lot of them were smaller, and I don't know, they're just great for, collecting. And
They're so cute.
oh, well, thank you.
Did you reroute the hair on the one with the long hair? Or did it come that way?
No, it actually came that way. And I don't know if I've mentioned this to anywhere else besides you, but I love just dolls with long white hair.
Yes.
So when I found that, I was just like so in love. So that's one of my
Yes.
favorites.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
Very cute.
Ooh, and yes, I'd love to do collages. Again, you see some rubber face friends. You see a Susie Sad Eyes, which we saw earlier. You see some Kmars. The little Kmar devil is one of my favorites.
Mine too.
Yes. And then again, the gooned rubber face devil on the bottom of the picture is, I mean, my pride and joy. That is what got me into collecting rubber face again, actually. So yes.
Love.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm just like my mom is super into collecting vintage like tablecloths and fabrics, and so I just have an abundance of that. So it's always nice to have for photo shoots and whatever I can create with.
Well, your content is amazing, you guys. Follow Cole on Instagram, follow him on
please.
TikTok, subscribe to his YouTube channel, Kitchen
Appreciate.
Flower. Thank you, Daniel, for getting that sub in. We greatly appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, and here we
And then we're back to the beginning.
Yes,
All
and we're
right.
back to the beginning.
So tell us a little bit. You are also a doll maker and you sculpt and make your dolls 100% handmade. So tell
Yes.
us a little about that. And I'm going to bring up
Definitely.
some content to share on that as well.
Okay, perfect. Well,
So
I've been like off and on making dolls since I was, I mean, honestly little, but I got into like hand sculpting with clay in the last like 3 to 4 years. I'd say maybe 3 years more. Just because I was like, you know what? I love dolls. I want to create my own faces and decorate them and do my whole thing, and not have to, wait for them to come out and, be on mailing lists to buy dolls or whatever, even though I don't necessarily buy too many new dolls. But yes, so I just like, again, being like a former like brief fashion major and just loving all things vintage and repurposed and recycled, being able to create something from scratch, reusing some vintage fabric I find, some old doll hair that I had to cut off another doll, just being able to turn all of that into a beautiful creation. I feel like that's why, I'm on the planet, is to create and, to
bring
inspire.
joy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
to bring joy and just like, I think just happiness and positivity, and that's just all I want to share, in the community. So
Right.
for sure.
And do you sometimes, because I know for me, when I haven't I haven't sculpted in a long while, but you're inspiring me to get back into it, and I'm going
Thank you.
to. But when I do create something just from a slab of clay, and then I look at it and I'm like, I cannot believe that I just created Do you sometimes like amaze yourself? Like,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, definitely. And I have to say, I've had some of those moments as of late, just like really looking back at some of my older dolls, because I kind of have been selling those off as of late.
Yeah,
Just
you've been
to,
finding homes for those babies. I
yes,
love
and
it.
it's been wonderful. So those, I mean, some of the dolls I've been selling off as of late. I mean, I made 2 and 3 years ago, and so it's just, I have a collection of them. So it's been really cool, just like slowly but surely finding them, homes and
Yes.
getting pictures of, them on shelves and with other displays. It's so heartwarming, and I mean, it makes what I'm doing, feel right. So
Right. Right.
exactly.
Well, let's take a look at some of your creations here.
Yes,
Let's see if I
definitely.
can get this back in here. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Okay, so what are you doing here?
I found that vintage PJ doll last Tuesday at a thrift store for $5, and I am just pretty much revamping her. She was in pretty rough shape. I recycled Emerald's hair, which is the fantastic green. I used some vintage fabric for her dress. I rerouted her eyelashes. I custom did her makeup. And just gave her new life, because I mean, who knows how long she had been at a thrift store, just like sitting away, being tossed aside. Now she has a new home, and she actually just got mailed out this morning for her new home, so it's
Yeah.
really it's
I
wonderful.
I think our own Shadia was the
Yes,
lucky new
he
mom.
was.
Because, I mean, some people think, "Oh, I can't believe you guys are doing this to these vintage items." Well, a lot of these dolls are left forgotten, abandoned, and they're not desirable.
Exactly.
And now they are. So they are,
Exactly.
instead of being in a box or a basement or an attic or the trash, they're
Yeah,
now going to be proudly displayed on someone's shelf. And I think it's a beautiful thing.
exactly. I couldn't agree more. But yeah, she was so fun. This is my one of a kind Shelley Duvall video on TikTok. This was like my most popular video I have gotten success on
I
TikTok.
love it.
Thank you so much. It was just such a joy. I have looked up to Shelley Duvall and her art, and just her like image all growing up. I loved the vintage Popeyes movies.
Oh,
I,
God.
being an angsty teen on Tumblr, I would see her all the time. So I would, of course, reblog her all the time. And again, she's in that, 60s, 70s kind of time that I love. So being able to make her into a doll and just, you know, share my love of her and doll making into one, it was magical.
I love it.
Thank
And
you.
she got adopted,
And she
right?
did get adopted.
Yeah.
Yes, she was actually somebody's Christmas present. So that was super magical, because I got photos of the person that got gifted her opening her up, and it was really, really cool.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, and this is another Rushton restoration. I love the rubber face dolls. My mom found this one actually at a thrift store in Tennessee, or not a thrift store, I'm sorry, an antique store, for a wonderful price. He just needed some like cleaning and a little bit of face paint and blushing to restore him to his old former self, and he was super fun. He was one that like my mom brought him home, and I was just like, my jaw just like dropped, and she got him at such a wonderful price. I was just like, I couldn't have been happier. So
That's
it was so magical to fix him up. He's definitely part of my collection. And yeah, I just again love the rubber face Rushtons and my toys. There's so many different brands from back then, but Rushton probably my favorite.
I love that.
Thank you. Oh yes, and here is another. I believe this is the Allison Harvard doll. Again, Allison Harvard is a big inspiration of mine. Again, being young on like social media, um, she was just very odd, and I loved how she used to mix like very creepy things with very cute things, and her like she used to be a meme on the internet. Her like name was Creepy Chan. So she was just like this big-eyed, kind of haunting girl on the internet. But she also creates wonderful art, and she had she was actually on America's Next Top Model. But yeah, I've been following her since she was on the internet, so I thought it was only right to make a little version of her. So she also got adopted.
I love it. She is gorgeous.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I would like to now check out your puppets because I am obsessed with your puppets.
My puppets?
Well, you'll see. You'll see. So,
Oh, okay.
these sculpts are still available in your shop, I think, but let's bring them up so we can share them. And here we go.
Oh, yes.
Hold on. I gotta figure out how to
Yes, I
out.
love, I guess they're not really puppets. I just added strings to them for a video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just for warning. But yes, they are based off of the band The Garden, which I have seen, I think, like 3 or 4 times. They're really, really cool. They're very and they're these twin brothers. They're very androgynous, and they're just like, I don't know, they just do their own thing, which is just like such a big thumbs up in my book. But I love their style, and of course, people's style I admire. I want to make like tiny versions of them. So that is what I did here. I did a little stage, all hand painted, their logos on the back of it. I did a little hand sculpted guitar. The little Wyatt is holding. It was really, really cool. Kind of Rolling Stones inspired there with the mouth guitar. And I made a little drum set for the Fletcher doll in the back, with little drumsticks in his hands. Yeah, they were super, super fun. That set took me a good second to make. So, but it was so fun.
They are amazing. The detail is
Thank you.
amazing. And they are in your Etsy shop right now, right?
Yes, they are in my Etsy shop currently. Yes.
Okay, so they're not actually puppets, but you made them puppets for the video,
Yes.
which I
Yes,
think
I
is
made them puppets for the video.
amazing. And then let's go into the next one.
Yes, this is the Grimes doll that I created. So I guess both of these are like newer dolls I've created, I should preference. Just using different styles and techniques that I've learned across the way to make some of the clay a little bit like smoother and less, textured and air bubbly, etc. But she was wonderful. She was based off of the Delete Forever music video. She was the first doll I actually did individual hand glued lashes. So that was super, super fun. And also, it took forever gluing each lash to her. But also super fun. Hand colored hair styled into the big ponytails. The fabric dress was really fun. I have hand painted like lyrics from the video painted on it, as well as like Grimes. So she was again another fun one to make. I'm trying to think. Oh yes, and I did also make the chair from the video as well. But yes,
the chair. Oh, that's
yes, the throne.
Yeah.
Kind of, yes.
Oh my gosh, amazing. And that doll is
Thank
still
you.
available in your Etsy shop as well.
Yes, she is still available.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about core values and a core value or two that is important to you in your life and how you implement it.
I think just a core value. I think just like if you can spread a little bit of kindness, like once a day at least, I think that's a great start. You know, whether that's holding a door open for someone, granted it's a little bit harder nowadays with COVID, but or just like reaching out to see how a friend is doing you haven't talked to in a while, just trying to put out positivity into the world. Because I have definitely been in, you know, darker places, being younger and just like angsty and, you know, a teenager. So, and I know how much it meant to me, you know, when people would reach out and, you know, told me they were like thinking about me. It does a lot, even if you think it doesn't. So I think just now being in such a different place, you know, years later, and being able to be in, you know, going into a career where I'm so happy, and just like loving life, to be able to remember, you know, back to those days where, oh, okay, I was really struggling. So reach out to a friend that, you know, might, you know, also be going through something. If you haven't heard from someone, reach out. I
Right.
think that's a great motto.
I agree. Be a light in their darkness
Yes,
until they can find their own. That's
exactly.
what I
Oh, I
strive
love
to
that.
do. So yeah.
Love that.
Well, I have a special gift for you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get emotional because I want to thank you for being a guest on my show and also
Oh,
for partnering with me in this world of dolls and toys. It means so
oh
much to me. So I had so much fun making this doll for you.
my
And I
gosh.
hope you like it. I reimagined a vintage pose doll instead of the cone. And I used some of my grandmother's vintage fabric because it's so special to me. So here she is.
Oh, I'm speechless. Oh, Amy.
So her hair is white with silver
Oh
tinsel,
my gosh.
and she's got some crazy fashion going on here.
Oh, you're gonna make me like cry. She's
Aw,
amazing.
I know. And then I'm gonna share with you her before picture
Oh my gosh,
because we
please.
always like to see
Yes, her
the transformation. But
lashes.
right, her
Oh
lashes were
my god.
inspired by you, and
Oh, thank
her
you.
eyeshadow and her eye color just was
Yeah.
perfect for this
She,
hair
oh,
color. So
she's
let
dark.
me
Oh, she's so amazing.
let me bring up her before picture. Let's see. Of
Oh my god.
course, it looks like I don't even have it on queued up on here, but we'll get it. We'll get it. I'm new to this whole adding in content
Oh my gosh.
to my feed here, so I'm
Yes.
sure I have it handy. Let me just bring it in
Oh my
here.
gosh.
And I did the
She is
little ribbons, like
incredible.
you like to tie your little
I
ribbons in
do.
your hair.
I love the little dress pattern, the pink, the blue. Oh
I
my
thought you
gosh.
might, yeah, little vintage witchy
Yes.
flowers.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
And
we'll
her
get her before
hair. Oh,
picture. All right, let's see if we have it now. Yeah, I just think 6 months from now, it's gonna be boom, boom, boom with all this extra media that I'm putting
exactly.
in. It's all a little bit of a learning curve. Oh, I know why it won't show it to me, because I have to create it into a video to show it on screen.
Oh.
I'm gonna pull it up on my phone screen. All right, that's why, because I'm like, I thought I was
Oh
prepared,
my gosh, Amy, she's so amazing.
and I
Thank you so
was.
much.
Okay, here's her before picture.
Oh my gosh, day and night.
So she's like, "Hi,
Oh, she's
I'm
incredible.
I'm pretty now."
Oh my god, her hair. Is that the what we were talking about the other
Yeah, the
day?
mohair. I think I
Oh,
actually like grabbed it when we were doing
oh
Dawn
really?
Season
Oh my
and used it
god.
to show you what it was, but I didn't know yet that it was gonna be for your doll at that point.
Oh,
But
that's
I've been
amazing.
saving it for something special, and
Oh,
so yeah, so yay. So.
She is amazing. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, of course. It was so much fun. It was so
Thank
much
you.
fun to make for you. So thank you so much.
Of course.
Aw, thank you guys.
Oh,
So
so
let's,
talented.
yeah, so you've got lots of fun stuff coming up. Cole is
Yes.
dropping toy history content on his YouTube every week. So you guys be sure to check
Yes.
it out. Subscribe, follow him at Kitschy Flower on Instagram. All the links are here in the
Yes.
video description.
Indeed.
What do you have coming up? Do you have anything else coming up this week?
This week I have some, I'm trying to think this week. Oh yes, I have some toy restoration videos coming out. I have, it's funny, I'm definitely going to be putting toy history on my YouTube. I have a bunch I've kind of already made. So this week's video is going to be a vintage toy haul. So stay tuned.
Fun.
Yes. So that's going to be super fun. Yes. Also, if a side note, if you didn't know you could make videos in PixArt, I suggest getting onto that because it's a lot easier than like iMovie on your phone. Just side note.
Yeah, you turned me on to that, and
yeah, and you can add like stickers, and I don't know, it's a little bit more. If you know PixArt as an app, it's like you can take it up like that. It's so easy.
Yeah, it is so much easier to add stickers and other things. And then you're gonna start doing some live sales with some other ISN sellers, right?
Yes, I think they're all. I have a few I have in works and talks. I know the first I have on the books is with Stacy Lynn at
Kawaii Kitschy Butterfly.
Thank you. That is going to be the end of March, and then I do believe I have a few coming up month or weeks after that.
Sure.
Yes, but I'm super excited.
That Sarah is out next week on Wicked Good Vintage, but
yes,
you're going to be joining me and Enamour Amy on Wicked Good Vintage a week from this Wednesday. So we're super excited to have you join us here on YouTube. And then let me pull out my calendar. We are going to be doing a live sale with Peter from Rushton Barbie coming up in March, right?
Yes, I'm so excited.
That's going to be his first live sale, and I'm super excited about that.
Yes.
And then we have, let's see, what do I have going on this week? So this week I will be on Wicked Good Vintage Wednesdays here on YouTube at 1 p.m. Eastern. And this week our special guest will be Susie with Mid-Century Maven.
I'm so excited.
So be sure to tune in for that. Sarah and I are super excited to have Susie join us. And then on Friday, of course, is Doll Inclusive, which is mine and Cole's new doll crafting show every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Is it 1 p.m.? 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to check that out. And I think Wicked Good is actually 1 p.m. Pacific. I can't keep up. Wicked Good is 4 p.m.
I don't blame you. Got so much going
on. So be sure to tune in on Fridays for Cole and I. This week it's on his channel, Kitschy Flower, and we will be live crafting, and then we will offer our creations up auction style, as well as a few more items for a little mini live sale. So be sure to tune in for that. And Doll Inclusive is a new community that Cole and I have created for everyone. So all doll people are welcome to come, no matter what types of dolls you collect. And we welcome vintage people and crafters. All dolls are welcome. So come and join us, craft with us. And we want to have an all-inclusive, doll-inclusive community for everyone to feel a part of something special.
Definitely.
Oh, thank you, Mark. And then on Saturday, I will have my live sale with my friend Amy Beth, who does all the really cool resin art with coasters and trays. And she's tried to train out some new molds for the sale. So be sure to tune in for that, which is 7 p.m. Eastern. And right now, you guys jump on over to Sarah's channel at the traveling button here on YouTube for her new talk show, ISN Real Talk. and just hop on over there right now. Make sure you subscribe to Cole at
Please
Kitschy
do.
Flower. Subscribe here to me at Amy's Rock and Pop Shop and give us a thumbs up on the video.
Thumbs up, please.
All your support is so greatly appreciated,
It
and
is.
we thank you so much. So thank you so much, Cole, for
Of
being my
course.
special guest today
Anytime.
and being my partner in the crazy,
Of course.
weird
Thank
doll
you.
world. All right. Well, we will see you guys very soon. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful Monday. Tune into Sarah's show right now. If you're watching on the
Yes.
replay, hop over to the Traveling Buttons channel and check out the replay of her new talk show. And then, of course, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, be sure to tune in for Vintage Rescue Squad over on Misty's channel.
Yes.
And we will see you guys next week. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you.